In ancient Japan, where bamboo forests swayed under the moonlight and temple bells echoed through the mist, there emerged a class of men who would one day become legends, the samurai. They weren't myths nor fantasies, but real warriors who lived and breathed between the 9th and 19th centuries. Their story begins at a time when powerful clans needed men who could protect their lands from bandits, rebels, and rival families. From these violent times rose warriors trained from childhood, warriors who feared nothing, not even death. Imagine their silhouette under the moon, armor glinting, katana ready. That image alone was enough to strike terror into the hearts of their enemies. They were the samurai. As conflict spread like wildfire through Japan, the samurai grew stronger and more influential. They were no longer simple protectors. They evolved into the military and political backbone of the entire country. By the 12th century, a brutal and sprawling conflict known as the Genpei War erupted. It was clan against clan, steel against steel. Arrows darkened the skies, blades clashed in the river shallows, and the very land trembled beneath the hooves of galloping horses. From this whirlwind of chaos rose the first samurai-led government, the shogunate. From that moment forward, the samurai were no mere soldiers. They were the power that ruled Japan. They mastered the katana, but their skills went far beyond swordplay. They were expert horsemen, deadly archers, and masters of martial discipline. Yet they also dedicated themselves to meditation and philosophical teachings, becoming like monks who walked the path of war. So, were the samurai real, or are they just the stuff of legends? They were entirely real. But over time, their legacy was polished until fact and legend intertwined. We hear stories of warriors splitting stones with a single stroke of their sword, or standing alone against entire armies. While these tales are likely exaggerated, they reflect a deeper truth. The samurai were elite fighters, relentless, loyal, and disciplined beyond what we can imagine. Nothing illustrates their spirit more than the legendary tale of the 47 Ronin. These masterless samurai avenged their fallen lord with an unwavering devotion, knowing full well that the act would cost them their own lives. Their vengeance became a timeless symbol of eternal loyalty, and their story is still retold in Japan every single year. At the heart of the samurai was a code so sacred it shaped every moment of their existence. Bushidō, the way of the warrior. Its virtues were honor, loyalty, courage, self-discipline, and a profound truthfulness. But perhaps most striking was the readiness for death at any moment. This code transformed the samurai into more than just fighters. They became a moral ideal, a way of life that was carved into their very souls. In battle, this code gave them a terrifying calm. Even when hopelessly outnumbered, they would advance steadily, silent, disciplined, unstoppable. Bushidō wasn't just a set of rules for the battlefield. It was a guide for living and dying with absolute integrity. In Japanese culture, the samurai represent something profound. They symbolize the straight path, unwavering loyalty, and a deep serenity even in the midst of chaos. They represent the art of combat elevated to a spiritual practice. Their image has survived the passing of centuries because it embodies something much deeper than violence. It is the perfect balance between strength and wisdom. Today, the samurai live on. We see them in films, anime, and literature. They inspire modern martial arts and come to life in video games. Their legacy pulses like a heartbeat in every Japanese story about honor and courage, a constant reminder of the ideals they stood for. But like all great eras, the age of the samurai had to end. In the 19th century, Japan opened its doors to the modern world. New weapons, new systems, and new rules arrived. The government officially dissolved the samurai class in 1876. Their swords, once considered the very soul of the warrior, were banned from being carried in public. The age of the samurai was over, but their spirit, it refused to die. Their story continues to echo in every tale of bravery, in every jewel of honor, in every hero who stands firm, even when all odds are against them. Because this is not just the story of a warrior. It is the story of a spirit that cannot be defeated. This is the story of the samurai. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this journey into the past, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more stories that shaped our world.